So we'll get started, and we'll get started in a seat. So I'm gonna move my camera a little bit. And if you have like a block or a blanket or a pillow or something along those lines, I'll encourage you to sit up on it, and I'm gonna just sit on my blanket. I'm not gonna use my block. And the reason that I encourage sitting up on something and elevating your seat is that you might notice that once you do that, your spine has all this length and you have all this room to grow tall from the root. So from the parts of you that are touching the floor, your sit bones, your pelvic floor, all the way through the crown of your head. And we want to make space for the spine because the spine is our home for the nervous system. So it's super important that we make that space. And I know for me, like, I have scoliosis, I have a lot of spinal issues. So just sitting tall and elevating your seat can really make a huge difference. And once you found that seat, I'll invite you to close your eyes and start to tap into your breath. And while we're not moving, you might notice that just having something like the breath to focus on can take you out of your head a little bit. But even so, if any thoughts arise, any thoughts or feelings, notice them, welcome them, and then see if you can allow them to float away. See if you can detach yourself from them. And from here, we begin to deepen our breath. In and out of the nose. Nice long inhales, long exhales. And the next time you inhale, take a big deep breath in and fill your body with air. And then open your mouth and sigh it out on an exhale. Good. Again, inhale through the nose, fill your belly with air. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time, inhale, fill up with air. Exhale, audible sigh this time. You're all on mute, nobody can hear you. You're by yourselves or maybe with other people that you can trust, so don't be afraid to be as loud as you want. So we're gonna do that again. Taking a big deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out really big. Releasing everything that is not serving you. Welcoming in what it is that we are here for, this awakening and resting. And continue with this breath, noticing the parts of you that are touching the earth and feeling like from those parts of your body that are touching the earth, you're growing roots down into the earth. I totally didn't do this on purpose, but today is Earth Day, so happy Earth Day. And we are here, I believe, in our homes because Mother Earth desperately needs us to support her right now by staying home. So by being here, you are supporting the Earth's well-being, and in turn, she will support yours. I truly believe that we are all interconnected. So thinking about finding that connection with the earth, and then from that rootedness, from that groundedness, from that stability, then we can rise tall through the crown of our heads. It's finding that balance of stability and ease, of groundedness and lightness. That's really what we're looking for. And in yoga, it's the Sanskrit words of sukha and sthira, effort and ease. Or boundaries and boundlessness. And that's what we're looking to balance here with Awaken and Rest. So I'm going to teach you a mudra, and mudra is yoga for your hands, and it's Hakini mudra. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your fingers and just press the tips of each finger to each other, making a sphere shape with your hands. So Hakini mudra is the whole world mudra, and you really are holding the world, holding the earth in your hands. And so I want you to tap into this energy of receiving. I believe Mother Earth is a feminine entity, and you don't need to be a woman to tap into this energy, this feminine energy of receiving the good around you. And And think about as you inhale, receiving that energy, the good energy around you, and as you exhale, giving now this male energy of giving that back into the earth. So it's this action of inhaling and receiving earth energy from the ground up and exhaling it back down to give. So receiving as you inhale and giving as you exhale. And we literally do this. I mean, when you think about the science of breathing and receiving oxygen from the trees and giving back carbon dioxide, that's what we're doing. So it's a physical and an energetic exchange. Now what I want you to do is, as you inhale, you're going to let go of your mudra and bring your hands up over your head, touching your palms together. Yep, and as you exhale, bringing your palms to your heart and opening up your hands into Hakini Mudra. Yep. So inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Exhale, bringing your hands to your heart center, opening up your palms, keeping your fingertips together. Yep, so it's, again, receiving that earth energy, gathering it up, and then exhale, concentrating it into one place as you give it. Yep. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center in Hakini Mudra. This time, we're gonna do 3 more. Instead of an exhale, which is we'll still be exhaling, we are going to chant the sound of Om. Om is the sound of everything that is. It is A, it's composed of 3 syllables. A, creation. U, preservation, and destruction, or return back to what was, return to the infinite. So thinking about that, thinking about maintaining this connection and just allowing for that give and take, that giving and receiving energy to and from the earth as we Om, as we chant this healing sound. And again, like, no one can hear you, you're on mute, so feel free to be as loud as you would like. So we'll start with our hands at heart center, or actually in Hakini Mudra. And find that sense of groundedness through your sit bones, rooting tall through the crown of your head. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Feel free to close your eyes if it's comfortable for you. That can help with that greater sense of inward drawing, being able to tune out the noise, the mental clutter. Let's take a big deep breath in. Circle your arms over your head. Touch your palms together, and we'll chant Om. Good. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Beautiful. Just once more. Inhale, reach up to the sky, palms touch. Bring your mudra down to your solar plexus, your navel center, and just hold it there for a moment. Hold space for this transformational shift that you've created just by chanting the sacred sound of Om, just by breathing, just by being here. Hold space for all of it. And when you're ready, you can gently bring your hands onto your lap, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, blink your eyes open, and return to this space. So we're gonna do one standing practice, so you can all stand up wherever you are. And this is one of my absolute favorites. I wanna make sure that you can all see me. Yes, perfect. And this is Breath of Joy. You might know this one. It's really, really fun. So I'll teach it to you, and then I'll offer modifications, and we'll do a few rounds together before we finally lie down and rest. So the way that this works is that it's 3 sharp inhales through the nose, and then 1 strong, loud ha out of the mouth. So 3 sharp inhales, ha. Now there's movements that go along with it. As you inhale 3 times, you'll reach your arms up, out, and up. And then when you ha, you'll you'll ragdoll down, you'll forward fold. And so it's this swinging action of releasing out, up, and ha. Now, if you know that you get dizzy really easily, if you are pregnant, if you have high or low blood pressure, if bringing your head down below your knees and back up repeatedly is not something that sounds good to you, you don't have to do it like this. Instead, what I'll offer is just reaching up, out, up, and then ha. Bending your knees, and you're still getting that downward, the apana vayu energy of release, of prana downward. Right? So whether it's ha or ha, right? It's still got the same effects. And so I want you to know that there's always a modification for everything. And the most important thing in this is that you listen to your body, you listen to what your body's telling you, and you do what is best for you. All of this that I offer is really just a suggestion. At the end of the day, you really are your greatest inner teacher. And that's what we're tapping into here. So we are going to practice breath of joy 8 times, repeatedly. And then once we do our last ha, if you're forward folding, you'll remain there for a few moments, sway it out from side to side, and then slowly roll up. That's at the very last one. So, in your stance, maybe sway around from side to side and back and forth a little bit until you can feel evenness and rootedness in the soles of your feet against the earth. And from that rootedness, we grow tall through the crown of our heads. Roll your shoulders back and down. Slight engagement of the pelvic floor, lower abdominals, long spine. And let's get started. Breath of joy. Ha! 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 That's 4. Ha! Ha! 2 more. Ha! 1 more. Ha! Stay there wherever you are. Sway from side to side. Let your head and neck hang. Even if you're standing fully, let your head and neck hang. And slowly, if you folded forward, rise to stand. Roll your shoulders back and down. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and notice what has shifted for you. Unlock your knees. Release your abdomen. Release your jaw. We've increased our heart rate. We've increased the heat in our body. We've increased oxytocin. We've increased the rest and digest parasympathetic nervous system response, all by doing just 15 minutes of meditation. When you're ready, gently bring your hands to your sides, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, blinking your eyes open and coming back to the space. So wherever you are, get super cozy, lying down. Make sure that you're warm enough. Don't worry, I don't need to be able to see you. If you have a mask or an eye mask on, you could put that around your eyes. Whatever feels good for you. And I'll invite you to close your eyes while you are lying down. And I'll invite you to welcome this deep settling. This deep, deep settling into the earth. Again, feeling the parts of your body now that are touching the earth, which is the entire back body. It's the entire back of the body, right? So from that place of groundedness, we allow for a deep settling We allow for a deep comfort to rise. This sense of being, this sense of non-doing. We are here to not do anything. We are here to be. Now, in this place of groundedness, if a desire for movement to arises, which naturally it will, I offer to watch that desire. Oftentimes, just from a moment or two of watching that desire for movement, it will pass. However, if that desire for movement persists, it may very well be your body telling you what it needs, and by all means, honor it in the way that you feel is best. And so continue in this settling. This deep sense of groundedness, of being held. The sensation of being fully held by the earth. Every aspect of your weight, yourself, your soul is held and safe. And if a sankalpa, an intention, a heart's desire, heart's prayer arises, feel free to honor that. Breathe it in. However, this practice still works with the absence of a sankalpa. If the heart's prayer is to be free of any desires, so be it. Can allow for that as well. Now we'll begin to sense into the body, starting with a bright light at the eyebrow center, the space between the eyebrows, a bright light. And as we move our awareness around the body, no need to move the body. Allow for the inner consciousness to be what moves around, the inner awareness. So a bright white light in between the eyebrow center. And watching with inner awareness as it travels down to the hollow at the base of the throat, in between the collarbones. Bright white light at the hollow space between the collarbones. That bright white light of awareness moves to the right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger, the inside of the right wrist, elbow, and shoulder, returning to the space between the collarbones. That bright light of awareness shining in the hollow space between the collarbones at the base of the throat, and traveling to the left shoulder, elbow, wrist, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. Traveling upward to the inside of the left wrist, elbow, shoulder, bright white light shining at the space between the collarbones, the hollow at the base of the throat. Moving down to the heart space, the center of the breastbone, bright white light shining in the heart space. And moving further down to the navel center, to the pubic bone and to the right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Back up to the right ankle, knee, hip, and bright white light shining at the center of the pubic bone. Awareness traveling over to the left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Traveling back upward to the ankle, knee, left hip, the center of the pelvis, bright white light shining in the navel center and in the heart space. Awareness traveling up to the space between the eyebrows, the eyebrow center, and finally, bright white light of awareness shining at the crown of the head. Now imagine that bright light traveling back down to the eyebrow center as you inhale, and as you exhale, allowing it to travel deeper down to your heart center. As you inhale, that bright light travels back up to the space between your eyebrows, and exhale to your heart center. Inhaling up to the space between the eyebrows, exhaling heart space. Continuing with this pattern of breath. Allowing for yourself to be held, knowing that you have the very human capacity of experiencing everything that is arising within you, and knowing that you are safe and held by the earth to experience this. Bringing your awareness back to your body, noticing the parts of you that are grounded and touching the earth. Feeling the safety and security of being held, and inviting in a sense of lightness, of joy. And inviting it all into your heart space, where we hold gratitude for being here, for resting, for practicing this relaxation, this deep, deep relaxation, this deep release, this letting go. And from that place, deepening the breath, perhaps a couple sighs out of the mouth. Beginning to return to this space, waking the body with small movements in the fingers, the toes, the wrists and the ankles. Bringing your awareness back to the tangible space around you. When you're ready, taking as much time as you need, make your way over onto one side. coming to sit comfortably, perhaps keeping your eyes closed with your hands at heart center, invoking this sense of gratitude, and perhaps calling into your heart space that heart's prayer or heart's desire that you cultivated at the beginning of our relaxation practice. And perhaps that was nothing, that was the freedom of desire. And just honoring that. And honoring yourself in your heart space for being here, for showing up. We will chant the sound of Om just one time together to conclude our practice. Take a big deep breath in. Om. Slide your thumb knuckles to your lips, giving a gentle kiss, to your third eye center, and back down to your heart. The light in me sees and loves the light in you. Namaste.